I'm really happy to welcome David here. Good morning. Good to have you here so early for California time. It's more or less 1 o'clock at night or 2 o'clock at night in your home country. Now, David, you're here from a company, Dexterity, a fairly young company, but with a great approach to automation. So what is Dexterity for companies? So what do you basically do?
Hey, Roland. Thanks for having me. Yeah, so Dexterity is a robotics company, and we've developed a physical AI platform that does a lot of different applications, but we specialize in truck loading and unloading for warehouse logistics.
Okay, so robot company is something you find a lot. So your focus is truck unloading and loading. So how can I imagine? So what do you do with truck loading and unloading?
Sure, so you can imagine a trailer that we have a robot, it's a wheeled mobile base with two robot arms, full vision system. It interfaces with an extendable conveyor, and you can imagine the packages come down the extendable conveyor, and the robot will essentially pick up the packages and build walls as it backs up to load the trailer, and then does the reverse when it does unloading.
Okay. Now, I looked up your webpage, and there is it's a great statement about the foundation of your company, and you mentioned that it is the next great leap in AI. It's not another chatbot. It is giving machines intelligence to operate in unstructured physical environments the real world demands. So what is, according to your vision, the real world demanding now?
Right, so the real world demands automating these remedial, repetitive, horrible to do tasks. And part of that is, truck loading, unloading, warehouse logistics. And the way the world's going with physical AI requires a platform that is flexible to meet a customer's requirements for their facilities to be able to do these applications in an automated way.
Okay, now if humans do this, what is today the case? I mean, they use a lot of sensors to actually identify the parcel and to put it to the right position. Now, you want to enable the robot to do this autonomously, so you need to add sensors to the robot. So how do you realize this? What kind of sensors is needed for a robot to do that?
Yeah, just like humans, we need to be able to see, feel, and understand the world environment. So we use vision, the body state for all the force and torque sensing of all the axes and joints. We use LiDAR scanning and loads of other inputs to be able to create a world model, to be able to understand the current situation, and foresight to be able to understand and predict what could be happening in the future.
Okay, so it's more or less like a chess player. So you really see what happened after the next move, and they move afterwards, and you do a calculation with all different possibilities up front.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, luckily, because this sounds like an amazing, interesting application, you were looking for an automation partner, and of course we invited you because you picked Beckhoff, obviously. So what was the motivation to choose Beckhoff as the automation partner for this application?
Right, so in order to scale and be an actual product that customers can use in their facilities, we needed to create a platform that had a unified control system with functional safety that met all the compliance and regulations for keeping people safe and the requirements from the customer. And in order for us to be able to have safety at a foundational level, we had to create a communication system, which we use EtherCAT, so we could use EtherCAT for all the controls, but also the safety, all in a unified way.
Okay, wow, I appreciate this. I think, was it also necessary to have a very flexible automation partner, as you maybe need different signals in the future? So was the variety of our product portfolio also important for you?
Yeah, exactly. So we created a platform, and it's not just for truck loading and unloading. It's capable of doing a lot of different applications. And in order to be able to enable these applications, we needed the flexibility to be able to install adapters that adjust the capabilities in just like a very minor way. But to do that in a way that makes sense from like a foundational platform level, we needed to use communication protocol that was for control and safety, and EtherCAT was just the obvious choice for that communication.
Okay, perfect. Now let's take a look again into the application itself, because you mentioned that you use AI also for this. In this case, we can really call it physical AI. So how is this working? How do you apply AI functionality into this application?
Sure, yeah, so for example, on the truck loading and unloading, we specialize in packages that are completely unique. Every package is different.
Yeah.
So complete multi-SKU. So the environment for being able to build walls with completely different packages every single time really requires the AI to be able to like I said, have that world model and foresight to be able to create the most stable walls when it's building walls. Both the packages it has currently, but also the prediction of packages that it's going to get down the conveyance
Yeah.
system to be able to place them in just the right way.
Okay. And so this is then really calculated on the fly and locally, or where is your AI actually located?
Yeah, so we run everything local, and we have a supercomputer that essentially interfaces with our Beckhoff IPC. So the Beckhoff IPC handles all the real-time motion control and everything from the mobile base, the safety, all the I/O necessary to be able to keep the system healthy within thermal and everything else. And all the AI happens on the supercomputer locally, so we have skills. It has the multi-sensor fusion from all the sensors for the world model, and all the skills that it builds and improves on over time.
Okay, excellent. Just in the few years since the company is actually in service, you already got acknowledged by FedEx, one of the largest shipping companies, that you are a key technology partner for the future of logistics. So maybe in a nutshell, what is the reason for this success that FedEx already picked you as a key technology partner?
Yeah, so FedEx has been a great company to be working with, and we've really, over the years, understand and worked with them to really understand the problem statement for being able to automate these activities or these applications. So what we would do, or what we currently do, is we have a platform, a robot that works well with the facility as they have it, with very minor changes required. So for their application and their sortation, and to be able to provide the packages to our robot, we actually can interface with their conveyance systems and actually go and navigate through their existing environment because of the dexterity that we have within the robot.
Yeah, but I think finally this is something every warehouse or every shipping company can use. It's not limited to a FedEx type company, or?
No, exactly. So it's really universal, and a lot of these shipping warehouses are very similar. And like you said, with the EtherCAT topology and ecosystem, we have the flexibility to be able to interface with all different types of conveyance systems and material handling systems from any company. And we're excited to be working with FedEx, but also working with other companies in the United States, but also globally.
Yeah. We have another short video which you can show now while we're talking, where we actually can see this application. So basically, you really optimize the way we manually work today into an automatic work to reduce labor costs, to basically also get rid of this exhausting work, so you can really make packaging a better world, more or less, right?
Right, yeah, exactly.
All right, cool. Wonderful. Well, David, many thanks for the insight into Dexterity.